we have officially collected all of the Disney Princess scents in sprays. First, I'm going to talk about the notes of each one of them, and then we're going to smell them, and then I'm going to rank them first, and then he's going to smell them, tell us what he thinks about it too, and then he will rank them. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
We also found some men's shop scents that we thought actually complemented some of these really well. So we're going to talk about those too. So let's get into it. Okay. Obviously, I think at first we should start with Aurora because I love Aurora, obviously. But also, she is the only one that I have in the Diamond Shimmer Mist. I'd like to get some more of this because I have some coupons, but I think I might order hers because I like the pink. But other than that, I didn't really feel like I needed any other shimmers, you know? Okay, so this one is obviously the same notes as the regular fragrance mist. The only difference is this one has glitter. So this one has soft rose petals, sandalwood dreams, and sparkling fairy dust. And I'm wearing it today, actually, because I love it. But it smells just like soft rose petals. I actually thought that I didn't like this scent originally when I smelled it in store, which is why I think that it's so much better to like bring home scents and then smell them, because you almost can't smell it when there's so many other like smells. So, okay, that's Aurora. Then we have Rapunzel, and hers is glowing sundrop flower, rich nectar, and golden musk. And we're just doing cap sniff tests because I sprayed stuff already in them and they've had time to dry down too. This one you originally liked in store. What did you think of this one originally in store?
I don't remember. I remember getting a floral scent or something and liking it, but I couldn't tell you specifically anymore exactly.
The packaging this year they did a great job with. It's showing up actually darker on camera. Here. Nope, that's not gonna help. But it is a little bit of a lighter purple here. But yeah, I think that they did a really good job with the packaging this year as opposed to last year's, and I love all the gold details. Here was Aurora's, by the way. The packaging is very me with the bows and the gold. What you laughing at?
That's very accurate.
The understatement of the year.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is that they added, ignore my nails, I forgot to repaint them. Is that they put all the little fairies on here in different spots in gold, so they look, I don't know, so cute. I think that this is the cutest of the packaging, or maybe the prettiest packaging. There's another one that I think is super cute too. Okay, anyway, back to Rapunzel. So the interesting thing about this one is the glowing sundrop flower. So this one I get a lot more of the musk notes than I do florals, which is why I always think it's interesting to have him around to also smell them, because I feel like our noses are just different enough that we don't always even smell things the same. It's very musky, and I can smell like maybe a hint of floral, but all I really get is golden musk, and I'm not as much of a musk fan, but I feel like I would wear this more in the summer. It gives me more sunscreen of a scent. That's just my like personal smeller thoughts. Sorry, I found like a piece of the packaging that was like needing to come off. Anyway, okay, so that is Rapunzel. We're gonna come back through her in just a little bit. Next, we have Snow White. Snow White's packaging is the cutest to me, and I absolutely love all of the little blue. What is that? Toil. It's like a French thing. I don't know. Anyway, I love her packaging in the pop of red from the apple. So that's what the packaging looks like all the way around. The bluebird, so cute. Okay, hers is Mystic Red Apple, Ripened Fruits, and Enchanted Woods. And this one we both have different thoughts on as well. But again, we're going back through them with the dry downs because sometimes what you get off originally, the first couple of notes, I don't know, I think that they were harder to read because all of them have such distinguished scents. So we're trying to not spray them and get our like senses confused. So, okay. Yeah. This one is actually one of my favorites, I would say. It is mainly apple. I get mainly apple. With a hint of like woodsy and maybe a little bit of fruit. But I mainly get apple off of this one. But again, we'll have Billy go through them again as well because he thinks that this is like his least favorite when it's just sprayed into the air. So I think that's intriguing as well. Next, we have Mulan. And based off of what I heard a lot of people talking about, they were expecting better things for Mulan, and it ended up being some of a disappointment for what her notes were. When we first sprayed this, all we got out of this one was like alcohol-y, which is weird because usually for these scents they can get that way after like several years, but these ones were just made, so they shouldn't be super, weird smelling or alcohol-y. But I do love that they did add some of these super cute details. There's the cricket and her hair clip, the fans. Again, I do love the packaging. Mushu. Lantern. Anyway, I think that they did do a good job with this. So the scent notes for this one are Magnolia Blossom, Fierce Waters, and Radiant Apricot. I remember some people thinking that this one shouldn't have like an apricot scent. That one was like kind of had like a weird one. The Fierce Waters I think makes sense because there's like plenty of water notes in the movie, I feel like. So it's not like, totally out of the ordinary, I think. What do you think?
I mean, I would agree with that. Water kind of makes sense. I mean, it fits some of the songs and everything else. So that's fitting. I don't understand the apricot thought, but whatever.
Yeah, the apricot I think is the only one that I was like, what? But I think the rest of it makes sense. This does not smell like alcohol anymore.
Well, that's good.
So I'll be interested to see what you think. One of the people in the store, she said that this one was her favorite. Which I thought was interesting because I don't hear too many people say that this one is their favorite. I think I mainly get Magnolia Blossom. Okay, set that to the side. Okay. And the last one for the new ones that came out this year was Life's a Fairy Tale. They did have repeats of Tiana and Belle, and we have not smelled those at all. We are working on finishing the collection for getting the ones from last year. We're almost there. We're waiting on two more to show up. We're waiting on Moana and Jasmine, but we have not smelled those at all yet. So we're going to have to do another video that's ranking all of the ones from last year, and then we're going to have to do one where it's like all of them together and see which one's like our top scent and see if they differ between us. But Life's a Fairy Tale. And this one you originally said you thought was like one of your favorites in store, I think.
I think so.
We have this as a soap in our bathroom right now, like a hand soap, and you like it as a hand soap. What do you think it smells like in the hand soap?
It's really just it's still got a light florally something to it. Maybe a little bit of berry.
Yeah. I like that they made this one for the Life's a Fairy Tale, including all of the princesses. I think that that is super cute, or at least all of the ones that they've done so far. So I'll be curious to see if they continue like making more. I know that some people were saying that they would love to have like a Pocahontas, which I think that one could be really cool. And then I think that the rest of them were like more new characters, like Rhea. I don't know that one. There was one other newer one, and then somebody else said they would love an Alice in Wonderland, aside from like Disney Princess itself. And then I had also thought that they may do Penelope from what movie is
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, from Wreck-It Ralph. I thought that would be interesting. But is that Pixar or Disney?
I think it's Pixar.
Anyway, I thought that Penelope would be interesting only because I feel like they could do a lot of candy notes, make them more, what do they call that? Gourmand. Okay, so the Life's a Fairy Tale is fragrant notes of charming berries, floral fairy tale, and kingdom woods. Ooh, you might change your mind on this one too. Yesterday when we did spray this, all we got was alcohol again. So we were hoping that if we let them sit for a little bit, then it might fix that. Okay. I think I get more berry this time. Very interesting. Maybe more floral than berry. Definitely get a woods though. It's like an after scent. It's very interesting. Okay. So we'll have you test them all out now. What would you like to try the scent of first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'll just put them in a line. Okay. Go ahead.
I guess we'll just go in order.
Speak up, because I couldn't hear you last time.
I said, I guess we'll just go in order. It seems the most logical of the options. Yeah, that just smells like roses. That's pretty simple.
Which does smell exactly like this. So if you get it in the Diamond Shimmer Mist, you probably don't need both. But I liked the idea of having the option between sparkle and not sparkle, or to like layer them together. So I probably will get more of the sparkle.
I do like this one a little better now that it's dried. I do get a little bit of, it's still, I don't think it's as heavy on the musk as it was when we first sprayed it, but...
Which one?
The Rapunzel. It definitely still has some musk to it, but I think it picked up more of a floral note after it dried. Okay, this is not as bad as it was because when I first smelled Snow White, it was overpoweringly fruit, which actually made it smell more like fruit that was close to rotting. Like I could pick up the apple, but then I would mostly get fruit. So I don't dislike that one as much as I did originally because now I can smell the fruit, smell the apple, but it's not nearly as overpowering as it was. And I think I do get apricot, but I also get a little bit of water from Mulan. So I like that one more than back when it smelled like rubbing alcohol. I do get more berry out of the Life's Fairy Tale now, but it's actually a weaker scent, if anything, now than it was originally.
I was about to say too. I think a lot of people said that they thought that some of the hand soaps were actually like the stronger of the scents. Mm-hmm. We also did pick up the Snow White as a body cream and the Aurora as a body cream. I feel like our hands are always so dry, and we had coupons, so we grabbed both of these too. And yeah, okay, here, just for the sake of determining which one smells stronger. I love these body cream formulas too. I think that they are amazing. So here's like the formula for Snow White, and it's just a nice white, creamy texture for the hydrating body cream. They also say that it's 48-hour moisture, which every time that we've both used their body creams, it works really well. Mm-hmm. We use them mainly on our hands, and then I use it on like one elbow. My one elbow is so dry.
Yeah, I don't like that as much.
The body cream. Mm-hmm. This is where I think he smells more of he thinks it smells more rotten.
Mm-hmm. It's the fruit. The fruit smells a lot stronger.
Which is interesting because I did see some other people who agree with him that on them and to them it smells like a rotting apple more than like a regular apple. Mm-hmm. To me, this one is a little bit stronger than the mist, I would even say. But to me, this just smells like a red apple that you would get from like the store, or like a baking fresh red apple. I don't know. That's my opinion though with the body cream for this one. And then again, the packaging, they did such a cute job. These will look so cute, and they still included the fairies at the top. 1, and then 2, 3. But they're super cute. Okay, here's the body cream. This one is interesting because it's a different type of formula, and I don't know if you can tell all the way, but this one is slightly thicker, and it's yellow. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. Okay.
I get it's slightly stronger, but it smells about the same to me.
To me, I actually get more sandalwood in the body cream, which I think is super interesting. But yeah, I do get more sandalwood in the body cream than I do the rose. So that's the 2 body creams as well. So back to, okay, which one would you say is your favorite body cream? The Aurora one? Okay. I don't even think that Snow White would even rank in a favorite if I had all of them.
Probably.
What?
Said it would be at the bottom of the list, probably.
probably. I did try Life's a Fairy Tale as a body cream, but I'm not a huge like berry fan, so to me it wasn't really worth to get the body cream for it. So I just got it in the mist. Okay, let's put these in order. So I'll go first, but I may need to re-smell a few of them. I'm trying to decide. Don't laugh. This is serious.
We'll take a whiff of each one again and then.
I know. Okay. I feel like Aurora is a classic for me, so she's definitely close to the top. Rapunzel is probably not as close to the top. I'm going to put her down here for now. Mulan is going to stay up here, closer to the top, I would say. I'm getting more sweetness now. Okay, so I think that this would be my ranking for favorites. Okay, so I do Aurora first, then Snow White, then Life's a Fairy Tale, then Mulan, and then Rapunzel. However, if I were going to rate them all based on what my favorite, like everyday wear scent would probably be, like if I were gonna like base it off of that, I actually think that I would do. Do it more like this because these three I feel like have more of an everyday wear. So I'll probably wear Snow White is like all the time, but if you don't like apple, it's very apple-y. You know what I mean? So like I don't know that everyone would be like, wow, I absolutely love this scent as an everyday scent. So I think I would rate it down further. Even though I do love the scent, it's probably not like one that you would be like, I'm gonna go out and about to a nice restaurant and wear apple. Even though it is like my second favorite. This Life's a Fairy Tale, and I'm almost like thinking back now, I'm like, do I need to go back and retry the body cream for it? Because this is almost like the easiest everyday scent because it doesn't necessarily have too much of a like a scent of anything. It's like the perfect mix. Aurora is very rosy, so you just have to know that about the floral notes. Mulan, I think, is also kind of nice because it gives a more neutral smell, kind of similar to this one. So if you aren't a huge fan of the florals, I would maybe even move this one to second for like everyday wear, just because it's not as florally. And then these two, I just pick up more sunscreen, I think, with this one than anything. I don't think that that's accurate. I think that's just how I'm picking up the musk of this one, which I'm not like a heavy musk kind of person anyway. I'm usually more florals and like food scents. Like the, what is it, the strawberry pound cake that I have upstairs. So anyway, I think that this would be the best for everyday wear. This would be how I would rank it. Yeah, but Your turn.
Alright.
What do you think as far as a guy smelling these, like more women scent? Also, if you hear a it's our fan.
Last, definitely Snow White. I don't like the smell. I just don't. I think I would actually put Life's a Fairy Tale next because it's super light. It just kind of is. It's just kind of mid to me. Not really anything exciting. I think I'd probably go Rapunzel. It's a little florally, but it's not like overpoweringly floral. I'd probably do Mulan next. It's got a strong water scent to it, and then I still like the Rose of Aurora.
So your favorite being Aurora,
Mm-hmm.
and then Mulan,
Mm-hmm.
then Rapunzel, then Life's a Fairy Tale, and then Snow White. Interesting. Which is funny because he does like that I wear Aurora a lot. So he was like, yeah, get all of the things for Aurora. But I do think since they came out with like the like wallflower like scents, these are not ones that I would want the whole house to necessarily like smell like.
I would be okay with this one.
Mulan?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I feel like it's like a clean, watery, like it's not overpoweringly floral to me. So I feel like it would just kind of give you that.
You're right. It
like
could go clean, laundry day.
Yeah, it kind of like not quite the same, but like
similar.
If you want something kind of neutral but clean-ish smelling, I think that's the one I would go with. The other ones I think would just be overpowering for like trying to make the whole house smell like that.
Or even just a room. Like I really wouldn't even put it in a room. I think it would give me a headache.
I think this is the only one
I did order a candle in Life's a Fairy Tale. That one has not come in yet, but I'm curious to see how it is compared to the fragrance and the hand soap, because do you think that the hand soap is stronger than this?
But it's also a little different. I feel like it picks up a little more.
Bring it in.
The berry and stuff.
We could like do a different kind of smell test for that. Because I would agree with you as well, which I think is just kind of weird that they like have slightly different notes. Okay, here's the Life's a Fairy Tale packaging on the soap, which are like almost always like 5 for $27, I think. So we were also talking about getting some more because we actually like the Life's a Fairy Tale just as like a hand soap. Would you pick a different one as a hand soap? The Mulan one?
I might still pick the Mulan one. Because again, I think it's a good basic scent that isn't like
I think that Rapunzel could be kind of good in the summer, maybe, as like more of a summery scent. Aurora, I think could be pretty as like a spring scent, but I already decorated with plenty of like pinks, and this is such a bright pink that I know that he wouldn't like need to like have that everywhere. But like, I mean, the combination of these together look super cute and girly, like on my stuff. So, you know, and I think he likes that for me. I also got this in a body wash, which we will do in another video, kind of how we feel about those, because we're still kind of testing those out to see what we think about how they work. This one is so berry. Here.
Yeah, it's a lot more berry. Yeah, I get more of the floral note in that than I do the berry. But this
Yeah, this one definitely is more floral woods, and this one just smells straight berry, which you love berry, so that one's like that makes sense why he likes this as the hand soap. These would even be cute together as like room fragrance. I feel like a couple of these they should have done instead of just a wallflower. They should have done like a scent for the bathroom, which I may end up leaving this in the bathroom because this is like they complement each other a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So we wanted to also talk about some of the men's things that we picked up because we wanted to directly relate them to some of the women's scents. Well, I guess anybody could really use them, but the princess scents that just came out, and these ones were in the men's shop section. So yeah, tell us about what you picked up.
Well, so I picked up a few different. I literally it's a maximum of 3. Most of them are body washes that we haven't obviously really done anything because we picked them up yesterday. The only one that I cannot tell you what the actual scent notes on it are.
Let me look it up.
It's literally called After Dark. We tested it in store and liked the way it smelled, but honestly, at this particular moment, I couldn't tell you.
I'm looking it up now.
But it's got, I don't even know, maybe like almost a little bit of a spice to it. I don't know. When you look it up, you'll be able to say. But I also got Nocturnal Rose and Fresh Water. I don't know how new. I think Nocturnal Rose was the only one that looked like it was like genuinely one of their newer scents. But so Nocturnal Rose is black pepper, wild rose, and cedarwood. And Fresh Water is Italian bergamot, mountain spring water, and oak moss. And then After Hours is spiced bergamot, amber, and smooth tonka. I have no idea what smooth tonka is, but the spiced bergamot I think is what I pick up the most out of it. So it's like a little, I don't know that I would really call it florally, but it's like a hint with some spice to it. So
I do think it has spice in it. Yeah, agreed.
So
which one was the more spicy?
That's the After Dark.
Yeah. So we're curious to know if here you can show them like in more detail what the packaging and stuff looks like. This one we're curious to compare it with Jasmine from last year because it does have that spice to it, and we heard that Jasmine perhaps has a little more spice to her stuff. Yeah, so that one will be interesting to compare when she comes in. She's one of the ones that we're waiting on to still show up. So yeah, there's that.
Then there's obviously, like I say, here's Fresh Water. I think at this point with the new ones, I think this is probably a pretty close fit with Mulan, but we're also curious about Ariel. Ariel, here's a preview of the other video when we get there. That I think these, I mean, color-wise, they all kind of match, but because it's all kind of water focused, I think they may match up pretty well. And then obviously, at this point, Nocturnal Rose, I mean, it literally has rose in the name, so I would say either Aurora or even, I think Rapunzel would also kind of work. This, I think, would be a little less connected just because this is kind of a mix.
Make sure you pick it up slightly higher because the camera's like way up here.
But obviously, given that we talked all about how this smells like roses, and this definitely has some rose scent to it.
But in a guy way. Like, you actually picked these out because you were excited about them.
Yeah. It gives a little hint of like a floral something, but then the black pepper and the cedarwood mix in, so it doesn't smell like a
girly Aurora,
like a feminine. It has definitely a masculine scent to it. So
Okay, so we were going to compare them. Here, tell us which one is your favorite out of your scents that you picked, though, and then we'll compare them with the ones that you think they smell similar to, at least out of the ones that we already have.
I mean, right this second, I think Nocturnal Rose is probably my favorite. That's just, but I've been using the body cream on that more, so I have to re-smell fresh water to. But it just depends on what you want, because like the fresh water is just a really nice, clean scent. So I like the idea of the After Dark, but I kind of go back and forth sometimes just because I'm not a huge spice person all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like an interesting change up more than anything.
This told me nothing. So what's your favorite?
Right now, I would say it's the Rose.
Oh, they can't see the lids.
First, second, as of right now. But the thing is that it just depends on what you want.
Yeah.
If I want just a straight up clean scent, it's going to be this one. As you would put it, more of an everyday, this is probably the top everyday.
The more everyday, yeah.
But this is like a nice change of pace because I've been using more body washes recently that have been more like water-esque.
Yeah.
So this is a nice change up for right now.
So smell of the scents with what we have together. Again, we'll have to redo the After Dark one, or do the After Dark one once we have the other scents come in. And then we'll also compare if we think that the body creams smell the same or not.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is a stronger, like, when I think of water scent being versus this, this is kind of a muted.
Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan's kind of muted compared to this.
Interesting. I do love this scent. I'm very curious to compare it to Ariel when we do that video. And then this one definitely has more of a girly scent to the water.
This one's harder to get anything out of the actual body wash bottle.
Here, wait. Try this as a body cream to compare it to the body wash.
I mean, that smells pretty much the exact same to me.
It does. It's very, very close. I don't even know that there's, if anything, it's slightly stronger. But that's it. Like the same notes. And then do this one again. They're the exact same formula, and both of them are white.
This is definitely a, like, more muted rose scent. I think it's because you start picking up the wood and the pepper. So this is definitely more
the body wash.
Yeah, well, but both. I think they both. I can't get a lot out of the actual body wash bottle itself right now.
Oh, this end.
Yeah. I'm struggling to get much out of it, but having smelled the body cream and having smelled it, yeah, it's super muted in the body wash for me. I'm not getting a whole lot.
I get more cedarwood.
But
in the body wash. But a hint of rose right after. Whereas, what were you saying about the body cream?
I was just saying these are definitely more muted floral compared to these two, obviously.
Yeah.
Even more muted than I would say Rapunzel is, because Rapunzel's a little more muted than Aurora florally.
I think that you're right. I think because Rapunzel has more musk, it kind of goes really well with the cedarwood and black pepper. And then Aurora is just, I'm really just getting rose petals. This does have sandalwood in it. We said that earlier. But I don't pick up as much sandalwood at all. This has cedar wood,
Mm-hmm.
which I definitely pick more up of that
In the body cream.
in the body cream. So, yeah. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
I feel like this now smells super sweet compared to the other ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have more just like this coming this upcoming week, and it will just be me because someone is traveling for work. So
Almost never happens.
yeah, you're not wrong. So we will be doing some more fun reviews of some more of the Princess collection coming up next week because I finally was able to save up some money to order more of the things in the Princess collection that I wanted because I was going to like use them all. So I'm excited to kind of go through and review those, especially the backpack. And I was able to also get my hands on a stony clover.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for all of that. We have magical videos coming up every week. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Bye.